we're just going to keep going because we know we had something here. And now to see the popular Caitlyn, to see the fever. It's floating in popularity, not just here in Indiana, but globally. It's remarkable. And again, it's like I have two young daughters. I can't tell you how excited I am about Wang's Basil and what we're seeing now. Wang's Basil here. What Olympics in the 28 will be in LA. Adam Silver just sent absolute shockwaves, rippling through the entire WNBA landscape by delivering a clear, undeniable message about Caitlin Clark. A message that her legion of online trolls and critics most certainly did not want to hear. In a move that has everyone talking, the NBA commissioner himself went on the record to praise her incredible global star power and her massive influence on the game, officially confirming what her millions of fans have known all along, while the league itself often seemed to be pretending not to notice. You see, Silver's comments are now forcing the WNBA, and especially its most bitter critics, to finally confront a reality they have spent months desperately trying to deny. When the commissioner of the National Basketball Association speaks, you can bet that people listen, and what he just said about Caitlin Clark has validated everything her supporters have been passionately saying from the very beginning. So let's just say we're going to keep at it. Joy to people and give them moments is phenomenal. Now I'm going to stop there because I don't mean to embarrass you. I just have watched this for many, many years, and I have seen this enthusiasm for this game with the real hurdles and the ownership, and it's just one of those things you sit sometimes and say, wow. I have to say last year, and now with the WNBA going into its 30th season, you were all here the early days watching the play, and I remember sitting by David Stern inside. Yeah, the sheer amount of energy buzzing around this topic is just incredible. So let me ask you this. Do you think Adam Silver's powerful praise for Caitlin Clark will finally be the wake-up call that forces the WNBA to market her properly? Or do you think they'll just keep on ignoring their biggest, most transcendent star? Adam Silver recently appeared on the Fandall Sports Network in Indiana and said something that should have been painfully obvious to everyone inside the WNBA for the past year. But apparently, it needed to be stated out loud by a powerful figure outside the league for it to be taken with the seriousness it deserves. He specifically talked about Caitlin Clark's immense popularity and the Indiana Fever's exploding profile, emphasizing that this isn't just a local story in Indianapolis or a statewide phenomenon in Indiana, but a truly global one. He used the word remarkable. Let that sink in. That's the commissioner of the NBA, a man who understands the mechanics of star power and global market reach better than almost anyone else in the entire world of sports, explicitly confirming that Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon that extends far, far beyond the traditional boundaries of women's basketball. The timing of Silver's comments is absolutely perfect because it lands right at a moment when a vocal minority of WNBA fans and certain media members are still trying to convince anyone who will listen that Caitlin's popularity is somehow overblown or that other players are equally deserving of the spotlight. While Adam Silver just shut all of that noise down with carefully chosen sentences when the head of the most successful and profitable basketball league on the planet says that someone is globally popular and remarkable. That's no longer up for debate. That's a fact, and it's backed by a man whose entire career is built on understanding precisely what drives fan engagement and ultimately massive revenue in the sport of basketball. What makes Silver's praise particularly significant is that he has absolutely no obligation to say any of this. He's not the WNBA commissioner. He doesn't work for the Indiana Fever, and you can be sure he's not getting paid by any of Caitlin's sponsors like Nike or Gatorade. He is offering his unfiltered perspective as someone who watches basketball at every single level and deeply understands the intricate business side of professional sport. When he says Caitlin's reach is global, he is making an observation rooted in cold, hard data viewership numbers, merchandise sales, social media engagement, and all the other critical metrics that actually matter. The very fact that Silver felt the need to mention this at all strongly suggests that he's probably just as frustrated as the fans are with how the WNBA has handled its biggest asset. The NBA, after all, knows exactly how to market its superstars. They built an